Hey guys, I was asked to share my Thai beef zoodle bowl recipe that I showed you in the video yesterday. So if you want to look at the video I made previous to this one. I don't have it typed out, or I would put it in the bottom here, but I did have it on MyFitnessPal, so I'm going to show it to you. Hopefully you can pause it and print the screen if you have to, but I'm going to read it here anyway and tell you what I did. I first took a big pot, a pot you'd make like, spaghetti in, because the zoodles are quite big and they shrink down a lot. And in this recipe, which serves 4, of course I'm sure you could half it, it needs a large capacity pot to start with. So, in the pot I started with the 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and you can run your meat around in it and fry it up a little bit if it's, it takes already cooked leftover steak, kind of diced up. So, if you want to kind of fry your meat, you can do it now, or you can throw the meat in at the end, either way. I put the sesame oil in the meat and the 3 cloves of garlic. I used the frozen cubes you can buy at Trader Joe's, 3 of them, and the grated up ginger root. Just use about an inch of ginger after it's been peeled, or actually a little bit more is even better. It's up to you how much you like ginger. I would use the fresh though, not the ground up dried stuff. That would work in a pinch though. So then after I kind of started frying the edges of the meat and the garlic and the ginger, then I would go ahead and throw in the rest of the stuff for the sauce, which was, I used 2 teaspoons of Better Than Bouillon beef base and 1½ cups water. You could easily use 1½ cups beef broth instead. Reduced sodium would be better, because there are other salty things in here. 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and I chose the kind that has no carbs. 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. You can use reduced sodium if you want there too. 1/4 cup of onion powder or onions, whichever you prefer. 2 teaspoons of fish sauce if you have it. It's that good umami flavoring. It doesn't add any fish flavor at all. It's just a good underlying flavor. 2 teaspoons of sriracha hot chili sauce. I used 6 drops of Easy Sweets liquid carb-free Splenda sweetener. You could use 3 packets of any sweetener of your choice. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I used the Easy stuff in a tube from Trader Joe's. And that was all for the sauce. So it's nice homemade sugar-free sauce. And very low fat too. And then I used a bag of matchstick carrots, 9-ounce bag. You don't have to use the carrots if you don't want to. The zucchini would probably be enough. I used 4 zucchinis, and it turned out to be 1,000 grams. Remember, it shrinks down a lot, and it's the main bulk of your meal. And then the amount of steak I used was 16 ounces. It makes 4 servings, so that's 4 ounces per person. You could easily reduce that if you need to. And then I made up the sauce in the pan and got it going, and then I threw in the carrots first, because carrots take a little longer than the zucchini noodles. And about 2 minutes after the carrots were in there, I threw in all the zucchini noodles. Stir, 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 stir. Cook it until one of the zucchini noodles is done. If your sauce dries up, add a little more liquid, but be careful not to add too much liquid or you'll have a runny sauce at the end and you kind of want it thick. If you do end up with a runny sauce, you can sprinkle in a little bit of guar gum or xanthan gum to thicken it up, if you do that kind of thing. And then it's kind of like spaghetti. When the noodles are done, it's done. And put it into 4 different bowls and sprinkle it with cilantro. I have 30 grams of cilantro here. It's like 7.5 grams a bowl. It depends on how much you like cilantro. I chop it up. And then I sprinkled mine with each bowl with 5 grams of sesame seeds, and you can easily eliminate that too if you don't do that. If you're on P3, it's a good thing. If you're on P2, it's probably better to leave it off. So the way I made it with 16 ounces of steak and the sesame seeds and the 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, I have 359 calories per serving. You could always make it 5 servings if that's too much for you on P2. So anyway, it was very, very good. Hope y'all enjoy that. Bye.